want us a straight answer. Did you know about it or didn't you? And when were you going to tell me, Mason, when the entire company was lost?
Dad, it's under control. Don't whip yourself into a frenzy. It's unattractive and not good for your health.
Don't you patronize me. This tells me it's out of control. Out of my children's control. Yeah, I spent all my life putting capital enterprise from a family company to a multinational corporation for you, for all of you. Not so a pirate like Robert Barr can take it over.
See, there's something I don't understand. The article says that Barr is mainly interested in the Capwell hotels. So what about the oil industry or the foreign holdings?
That's a very good question. Either one of you have an answer to that?
What's going on here, Daddy, is a family matter, not an open forum.
Meaning that the pleasure of my absence is requested, which is absolutely fine with me.
Well, it's not fine with me. I want you to stay here if you don't mind.
Thank you, Cece, but look, I've got work down at the guest house. Honestly, it's better this way. I will just see you later.
He's not going to pull this off, Daddy. We'll fight him.
Well, at least I have an answer to my question. You all knew about this, didn't you? You want to tell me for how long?
Not for long. Look, we knew there was a leak somewhere, but we didn't know it was Robert Barr until a few days ago.
And when you came over to question me and I told you about the kind of vulture this man is, you continued to lie to me. Why, Eden? Of all the people, I expect you to be always honest with me.
Well, I didn't tell you because I was afraid for you.
Afraid? What the hell is going on here? What do you think, I'm terminal or something?
No.
What am I, gonna have another heart attack and fall dead at your feet? Is that what you think's gonna happen? Is that why you're so pleasant to me about how fine Tokyo is coming along? Is that what it is?
Well, something along those lines, yeah, Dad.
I think they did what they did out of love and concern for you.
All right, now you just hear this, my darlings. You see, I have been chastised by my wives and my children for protecting you, overprotecting you out of love and concern. And maybe I am finally getting the point. But it's a little bit different right here. See, I feel a little bit of a cover-up. I turned the reins over to all of you, and none of you are admitting that you weren't quite up to the job.
Dad, you're acting like the takeover of Capwell Enterprises is a fait accompli. It isn't. You haven't even bothered to ask how we're handling the situation.
I have some idea how you're handling it the way you're handling me.
Listen, do you think maybe we could just sit down, relax, and talk about this calmly? I don't think the stress is particularly good for you.
You know what is not good for me? Being treated like a doddering fossil. I've handled this business for 30 years, all by myself, single-handedly. I never would have turned it over. I had one inkling that this was going to happen. Not one inkling. All right. I am the best equipped to handle Robert Barr because I've had some dealings with him. Some very bitter, disappointing dealings, which I was going to tell you about and started to tell you about, Eden.
I've been making a study of the way he operates.
Well,
Dad.
forget about it. The man doesn't deal the same cards twice. Gee, don't outsmart a predator, Mason, by reading up on him.
You might be surprised what you can learn from a little honest research, Dad.
Oh, please.
Like the SEC. Were you aware of the fact that Robert Barr had filed a 13D?
Are you telling me he already owns one of my companies?
A very minor interest in a minor operation. He managed to acquire 5% of the Northwestern subsidiary of Capwell Hotels through one of his holding companies, while you were still running the business.
Mason, stop.
I don't need to be coddled.
Mason, why didn't you tell me about this?
I just found out about it myself. Now, Barr was required by law to give a reason for making the purchase. Naturally, he went on record with some innocuous and misleading statements, which means that we might get him for making false statements.
Well, there's another possibility here. I mean, this could be a green mail scam. Barr could be angling to be bought out. It's just a thought.
You are such fools. You are such babes in the woods. This man is not going to be trapped by one false statement or 10 false statements. He's got his butt covered 100 ways. He doesn't want to pay off. He wants the whole pie. He doesn't want chunks. I'd bet my life that he wants controlling shares of Capwell Enterprises. Damn it!
Dad?
Daddy,
What is it?
Dad,
what is it? Are you okay?
get some help.
It's his heart.
Get some help.
It's his heart. Yeah.
Sit down, Dad.
Honey.